What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Godsey for theathleteinquirer.com. Thank you so much for checking out tonight's video. Tonight, guys, we have an interview with Daniel Straus, Bellator MMA featherweight fighter. He's going to be taking on Henry Corrales on June 19th at Bellator 138 Unfinished Business. This is a stacked card from top to bottom, and now they're doing their pre-fight interviews. I was approached by Bellator MMA to interview two huge fighters on the roster, and Daniel Straus, and later on tonight we will have Michael Chandler on for an interview. So, in the interview this afternoon, Daniel Straus, I got a phone call from Spike TV executives, and Daniel Straus has warned me before that he's in a loud area. It's his daughter's birthday, which is understandable, and I respect that. Happy birthday to his daughter. But he did, he said it was loud, so the audio was not at 100% high definition. I didn't want to do, I just didn't want to write down, his answers and all. I wanted to get this on actual interview and record this opportunity, which is allowed. So I'm here to upload this interview here to the YouTube channel. I'm going to do all the radio shows here on the YouTube channel. You can listen to it all here on the YouTube channel. Got a lot more MMA based videos coming up for Bellator 138, fight previews, everything like that. You're going to find it here on the Athlete Inquirer YouTube channel. But let's get right into today's interview number one for Bellator 138. We got Daniel Straus, and I hope you guys enjoy the interview. What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Godsey for the Athlete Inquirer. Today we have a very special guest here on the radio show. We got Daniel Straus of Bellator MMA. Daniel, what's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. You have a fight coming up at Bellator 138 against Henry Corrales. What are your preparations for the match? How are you, building yourself up for this fight?
I just been preparing like I always do. Any other fight, it's just like any other fight. The other guys can fight, but I've just been getting ready, doing what I have to do, and I'll be ready to fight.
Like I say, you're facing off against Henry Corrales. What do you think about him as an opponent?
I think it's tough. I don't know much about him. I haven't seen much on him, but you can't count this guy out. He's known for a reason, and they're putting him up against me for a reason. So it's not like anyone's doing me any favors. So obviously, it's got tough.
In your training for the coming fight at Bellator 138, what has been your main focus this training camp?
Winning. That's my main focus. I haven't changed too much up. I'm definitely doing more. I'm training more on certain things and doing that, but I haven't really changed much. I'm training with the same coaches I've been training with, same partners and whatnot. I actually have a guy that communicates his style a little bit more. That's helping me. So, I'm just training like any other time.
What is your game plan heading into this fight? This is a very interesting fight. It's one of the fights which, I'm very much looking forward to seeing. It's two guys who can go out there, stand and bang. You're a guy who, is a submission-based wrestler, or a fighter. You just got off, multiple victories, via submission in your career. But, what's your game plan going into a fight against Henry?
Going in and knocking his face off. Same game plan I have all my other fights. If he doesn't want to stand on me, that's fine. Whatever, then I'll just force him to. I just gotta win the fight. I gotta do whatever it takes to win that fight. And that's the only thing I'm really focused on. And I think I can get the job done.
Now, I would predict that you watched some of Henry's fights leading up into the fight, but what is one weakness that you saw in Henry that you will try to overpower him come Bellator 138?
His major weakness is that he's never really fought a guy like me. He's fought tough guys, he's fought good opponents, he's fought big, he's fought fat. But he's never fought a guy like me. Anytime you see me fight, I'm bringing it on a whole nother level. I don't think he's fought anybody that's been on the type of level that I'm in.
Now, in your last fight back in January 16th at Bellator 132, you took on, Pitbull, Patricio Pitbull, and lost your featherweight championship. Do you think a victory over Henry will secure yourself as the next contender for the featherweight title?
I'm not sure. I don't know if it will or won't, and I'm really not worried about that right now. What I'm worried about is winning this fight, and then we'll see what happens after that. If I gotta win 5 more fights, and that's my focus. But I don't really want to focus on, hey, I got to get this win to get back to the title. No, what I need to do is focus on fighting, focus on winning, and then we'll worry about the next one.
Let's say that you dominate your opponent, and secure the victory. Would you be, okay with, working your way back up the featherweight ladder to secure that title fight? Would you go through a couple more opponents to get that title fight?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Would you, say if you like you said, you want to go in there and, destroy, Henry, no disrespect to Henry at all. Say you do that, in a dominating fashion. Would you be okay with possibly, working your way up the featherweight ladder in order to secure that next title fight?
Yeah, I don't, like I said, man, I'm not asking for any favors or anything like that. I want to get back to that title just like anybody else want to get back to that title. I don't need no favors. I'm going to work as hard as I can, whether it's 10 fights or 10 fights, whether it's 1 good performance or 10 good performances. I'm going to do whatever I can to get back to that fight, to that title fight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Daniel Straus. He's taking on Henry Corrales at UFC 130, Unfinished Business. Daniel, happy birthday to your daughter, and I hope to see you back on here on the podcast very soon, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you for your time.
No problem.